Welcome back to the theme song for this first episode.
It's Let's Get Married. Let's make horrible decisions. Co-players wouldn't tell you this, because I ain't seen you. Say what's on you, but I don't have your email. Girl, you know I didn't know you from the start, girl.
When you think about all the years we put in this relationship.
So thirsty.
Meet me at the altar.
So I can see you. Getting no younger, and we ain't met yet.
I can never feel you. I never met you. Let's get married.
All right, we got a 5 and 5. Let's do it.
Let's get into it. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. The moment has arrived. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm finally excited to be here.
Yeah. Welcome to the Married at First Sight Season 13, Episode 1 review. This is Couples Couch with
Pat.
And I'm Cam. We are reviewing the very new season here in Texas.
In Houston.
Up in
H-Town.
Houston. I ain't never been to Houston. Have you?
Yeah, I used to live down there.
No, you didn't.
PV.
Oh, Prairie View. Is that where it is?
Yeah, as well as outside of Houston. It's near.
So he ain't never been.
You don't tell me. I was back at Chocolate City in 2000.
What is Chocolate City?
Huh?
I think I know what Chocolate City is now that I just asked about it. All right, y'all. Let's get into this week's episode. This is the very first episode. If you are new to our channel, welcome. If you are not new, you know what I'm about to say.
You know what I'm about to do.
This will be a very high-level overview. We do not get into the nitty-gritty details of everything that happened in the episode, especially because this episode was 3 hours long, 3 hours of my life that I will not get back, but I'm dedicated to you guys who love to watch Couples Couch. That's the only reason. I swear to y'all, at one point I was sitting there like...
All right, let's be real. 3 hours was way too long. Like, I
you
looked
know
at it.
Gonna make it.
Listen, I know I probably can go out and run 2 miles, right? I can do it. If I did 2 miles 5 times, I can run 10 miles. But if someone came up to me right now and was like, yo, go run 10 miles right now. No. And that's how I felt when the show showed it was 3 hours.
When I said to him the episode was 3 hours, he said, oh, hell no.
Give me the cliff notes. I'm watching the clips along with you all.
So he's very new to everything I'm about to say. So this is a very extra authentic reaction. Because at least sometimes he watches the show. He ain't watched now part of it. Maybe you got 30 seconds in.
Yeah, I saw.
And then he walked out. All right, during this week's episode, I do want to welcome a very special guest to our show to review this episode with us. Another person who has not watched a piece of this episode either, but he will be here to review with us. I have a lot of family here in town this week. I may have mentioned that in the Ready to Love reunion show.
We don't mention that.
Nobody cares about Ready to Love. But all of my family from Orlando is here vacationing, but I want to have my very, very special guest, my oldest brother, Aaron, to the show. Welcome, Aaron, to the show, y'all. Welcome, Aaron, to the show all the way from Old Town, Orlando, Florida, of course.
Nobody calls it Old Town.
Yeah, they do, because you're not from there.
They still do, but thank you very much. I don't appreciate the way my sister tries to make it seem like I'm that damn old, like I'm ancient or something, but my oldest
I have two of them, so you are the older one of the two.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, how old are you?
The people don't need to know that. I look good for my age.
Hey, and she'll try to change your name too. I used to be Patrick.
Well,
all my life I've been Patrick.
What can we call him for short from Aaron? It's just Aaron. There's nothing more you can do with that.
Aaron.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Let's get into this week's episode. Let's start with how the show opened up. So the show opens up with 10 singles in Houston wanting to be married at first sight. Let me give you the format of this show. Singles will tell their family and friends that they have been chosen to get married at first sight, and they have 2 weeks till they get married. They then go pick out their wedding attire. They have their bachelor and bachelorette parties, and one couple in this episode will get married. So let's jump into what happens in the first few scenes.
So they come out the gate with somebody saying the nuptials.
Yes, and I like the way that Pastor Cal gave us that little format that I just gave y'all, so we know what we're expecting in this episode instead of dragging us through, because they had to tell us up front. It's like 3 hours, you got to explain why we're here for 3 hours. All right, so the show opens up with the singles already knowing that they're going to be selected, or they are selected to get married. They go and tell their family and friends, and to get their reaction and see if they'll get their support. First up is Mirla and Gil. Gil is a firefighter. He's 35 years old. He meets up with his friends and family, or actually his friends, to tell them that he's getting married. Looks like all of his boys that he went to go tell. And all of his guy friends are like blown away. Like, you're engaged to who and how and what does she look like? And he's like, I don't know her. And they're like, so you had somebody else choose your wife? And they're all looking at him sideways. And Gil said he's looking for a 90s type of love is what he's out here in the streets looking for.
That candy rain.
Love, candy, coated raindrops.
Raindrops.
You're the same, my candy rain.
We gotta give him the shoulders. You know, we give him the shoulders. Hey.
Love someone so much you start to die, giving so much of yourself. It seems the only way. Tell me what you want.
All right, we moving on. You getting too into this.
Aaron had his finger in it. Tell me what you want tonight.
No, somebody turn my snare up, please. Snare up.
My bad.
We're moving on to Mirla. I can't bring up is Mirla. She's the one getting married to Gil. Mirla meets up with her friends to tell them that she's getting married in 2 weeks. She reveals that she's kind of bougie. She likes she's into her face serums and getting her lashes every Friday.
So she fake.
And matching outfits to go to the gym. So she's fake.
Yeah, and you was telling me all this. I'm like, yo, she must be bad.
And then he look at her and he's like,
wah, wah, wah.
I just bought 4 tacos from her for Taco Casa. She was right there. She's a cash register. Can I help? Anything drink with that? No.
Oh my goodness. Jalapeno and some
Taco
cheese
Casa,
sauce.
they got that good, the circle crush ice.
Stop.
Love that
She
ice.
has her self-care down, but she needs someone to share her life with. Her friends say Mirla is super picky and doesn't compromise. She believes that she does. She says she wants a husband to live her lifestyle that she's currently living, and if he doesn't want to do that, then that's going to be a problem.
I want to be able to live the lifestyle that I currently live. So if I have to shift my lifestyle, that would be a problem. Damn.
How you in one breath say that you want to compromise, but at the same time, in another breath, you're saying he better live the life
That
you
want.
live.
Exactly.
That's what
Or
she.
it's gonna be a problem.
That's what she means. She says the compromise part because it's what you say. Like,
Okay.
You remember?
It's like the
that time we
disclaimer you
had
put
that thing with us between me and you.
Which is what?
The antisocial thing. He was like, I don't like a word. I was like, but you are antisocial.
I don't think I'm antisocial, but I have antisocial ways.
Come on, when people invite you, when people invite you to go do things, what do you say?
No, I'm
No,
straight.
I'm good.
I'm busy.
Do you like to be in big groups?
I have social anxiety. I'm moving on to the next scene. Let's see the
Kamara
next.
did not like the term.
I thought it was offensive.
It's
you know?
not.
But then when you realize this is who you are, you have to embrace it, you know?
So you say.
No. And that's what she's doing. She's really selfish. She's self-centered. She wants a guy to be into her and not have any opinions or feelings of his
At
own.
all.
Right?
But she doesn't want to say that, so she says, I compromise and I want to share my life. No, she wants an accessory.
Basically.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Sounds like she has her full package, her routines down, and she just wants to add that. How did you say that? Ken doll.
She's Barbie and she just wants her Ken.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
That's not Barbie.
In her mind, she is.
She's that Dollar General Barbie.
The knockoff Barbie. Okay, there you go. The
Nothing,
knockoff Barbie.
nothing
That's what she
moves,
is.
like nothing bends. If you go to here, the arm come completely off. The hair be thin, like if it get wet, you can see the track marks. Yo,
There you go.
she is not a Barbie.
You know way too much about this Dollar General
I
Barbie.
have a 6-year-old daughter and a wife that likes to buy Dollar General Barbies.
They gonna break them no way.
I thought my baby had a problem. Every time I come in the room, the Barbie head is off. I'm like, no. I thought she was a psycho. No, it's just a cheap toy.
Stop it. Let's move on to the second couple that is up to be married. Next couple to be married is Zach and Michaela. Zach is 27 years old and a piano player and says that he's ready to find love. He meets up with his parents and his brother to tell them he's getting married in 2 weeks. Zach said he's never been in love before, and one of his brothers is engaged to be married, and the other one is in a long-term relationship, and he feels like the odd man out. His parents are both blown away. His mom starts crying and saying she just doesn't want any random girl picked for him to be married to.
What you think a person at the club is? They just random persons till
random.
you get to meet them.
Exactly.
Like he's like, if I gotta do 1,000 push-ups to meet my wife, I'll do it. If I gotta run 1,000 miles to meet my girl, I'll do it. Bro, you just gotta go on dates with different women and talk to them and get to know them and
that's it.
be normal. Like, what do you? Listen,
I just couldn't do it.
I don't like people picking out my dinner.
Listen,
Let
who you
alone.
telling?
Think about if you went into a restaurant and it was like you just gonna eat and pay whatever we say.
Exactly.
No.
Hold on, girls.
No, and if that is what happens, I definitely ain't giving you a tip.
Exactly. So Michaela is who he's going to marry. She is 30 years old and a realtor. Michaela has been through a lot. She has been homeless. She's lost her dad to a drunk driver. And
Are you homeless now?
she's not homeless right now. She's on the come up. So she's good. It's just that she's been through some things. She said that she's looking for a love like she had with her dad, unconditional love. She said she had a situation where her hood of her car blew off and she called her dad. This is, of course, prior to him, having the accident. And he came to wherever she was, stopped everything, and came to help her. So
you don't need a husband. You need AAA. Pay AAA to do that. And I think they'll roll it into your insurance or your car note or something.
You can't pay for it.
Yeah, like AAA will come.
Seriously.
You need either AAA or to pay attention when you're closing the hood of your car. How does the hood of your car fly up?
She said it blew off. Clean.
What, you going warp speed? How fast do you gotta be going?
Come on now.
Y'all saw my hood just
Ain't nothing get straight but straightening. Ain't nothing. What the hell? Take off?
Not take off. I'm sorry. So that's it for Zach and Michaela. Let's move on to the third couple that's fitting to be married. I gotta talk like a southerner, right?
No.
They fixing to be married?
Fitna.
They fitting to be. They fitting to be married. The couple up to be married is Bao and Johnny. Her name is Bao and I cannot deal with you.
Following directions.
I didn't even think about it like that. But in my notes, I did have to spell it out like B-O-W for Bao. You know what I mean? Anyways, Johnny tells him.
Dang. Johnny Dang.
Who is that?
That's the Iceman.
Who is the Iceman?
The jewelry guy, Johnny Dang, to be in all the rap videos with the grills and the chain.
Yes,
His name is Johnny Dang.
I didn't know.
He's from Houston.
Is he for real?
Yeah.
I gotta look him up. I'm good
Johnny
to insert
Dang,
his
keep
picture.
a piece.
Johnny tells his friends he's getting married in 2 weeks. Johnny says he's too picky and borderline OCD. He's even attracted to good hygiene. Like, who isn't? Like, who's attracted to bad hygiene?
Like, I just love it when you don't brush your teeth.
I love it when you don't change your drawer.
What?
We left the club. We get in the car. She kicked her feet and shoes off. And it smelled. You know what it smelled like?
It smelled like that.
Funyuns and hot Cheetos.
And you
It was delicious.
Anyways, Johnny goes on to say he likes girls
hygiene.
that are way more into him than he is into them, and he likes for the girl to make the first move and for the girl to say I love you first before he says it, because he doesn't like to make himself feel vulnerable.
And I prefer to find people that are way more into me than I am into them. I like girls that make the first move. I like the girls to say that they love me first before I say it, because there's a fear that I might be becoming vulnerable and exposed to someone and they may hurt my feelings.
I don't know why you would like this type of girl or this type of person. Let me say, you know, like,
He wants somebody else to do all the work.
like, do you want to be in a relationship or you don't want to be in a relationship?
You know, he's probably got a low self-esteem
It's got to be
or low confidence or something like that, to where he needs that
reassurance.
that assurance that you know, I really am into you, blah, blah.
Yeah,
That's weird.
wild. I was gonna say weird, but I went to wild. So Johnny reveals that his mom will come to the wedding, but he hasn't shared it with his dad because he feels like his dad will call him every day and every night until he decided to back out of it and not get married to a stranger at first
good
sight.
father.
So next up is Bao. She meets up. She meets up with her brothers and revealed that the expert found a match for her. And at first it was like radio silence, but then they kind of go into the clip of who she is, and she's just awkward to me. She's a very awkward little person. I'm just like, she said
see this one.
Bao tells us that she creates Excel spreadsheets for everything, like making bread, travel list, and even a Excel spreadsheet for weighing the pros and cons of the value of a relationship. I just think it's weird. Like, why do you have so much time to create these Excel spreadsheets?
Because she ain't creating no Excel spreadsheets for doing the whooping. That's what she need, an Excel sheet. You know, some calculate this.
It's like the equal sign. It's like,
I mean, the time she's sitting there making a spreadsheet for all this nonsense, you need to be learning to spread them sheets.
Wait! Bingo! Hey! Ding! We got a winner.
best comment of the show.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't just say that. They gonna throw us off of YouTube right now. I can't.
You alright.
Y'all are.
They let you get away with everything.
All right. Well, that's Bao and Johnny. I'm moving on to the next scene. Next up is Brett and Ryan. Brett is the girl. That threw me off a little bit. I thought Ryan would be the girl and Brett would be the guy, but it's Brett is the girl and Ryan is the guy.
Yeah, well, first of all, they need to do a name swap.
It threw me for a little bit. But Ryan invites his parents over to his house, I guess to cook dinner, which came off very scripted to me. Because his parents even opened the doggone container without blowing his eye out.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what are you doing?
And they even gave it away like, what are you, like...
Like, we're not used to seeing you do this. Like, they can't even...
That's Ryan.
Basically.
That's Ryan.
That's the Ryan we know. He reveals
Y'all lame. Your
his-
whole family lame.
Tell us how you feel.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
So-
he's not.
Ryan tells his family, of course, that he's getting married in 2 weeks. They're all doing the same thing. Ryan does reveal that he has dated...
Alfalfa eating family. Was it alfalfa? What was that? That's not
Little
alfalfa.
Rascals?
Yes.
No, the green things. That's what he was cooking.
Green Giant? The
Jesus.
As-
I didn't say
What you talking about? Like,
asparagus.
asparagus. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
asparagus eeting family.
Where the
I went
hell
to-
did you come from with that?
Yeah, the green giant? No, not the can of peas.
Why you gotta call me out like that?
I'm saying, like,
Like the green vegetable. Jolly Green Giant?
yeah, it's like no. Come on, like,
I'm bringing myself back up to my humble beginnings.
I got
you got
no.
that? Okay,
I got
making
the
sure,
no.
making sure you got that.
Come on,
have
with
an
sleep.
inside
She's
joke?
too
Yeah, she missed that. She missed
I'll
that.
get it in the editing. All right, back. Okay, so Ryan reveals that he has dated 50 plus women.
He lying.
In the last...
He lying.
Hell,
Bro,
no.
your
Lying like
your
shit.
swag don't even say 30. You don't got
Look, I don't think that
50
dude hit-
dates in 3 years swag,
I don't
bro.
even think he hit double digits.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You might have got swiped left or right, whichever means they like you. In 3, but all 50 of them didn't even meet up, whatever.
Yeah. Meetup.com.
50 dates. I'm a serial dater. You a liar.
He tells his parents that he's getting married in 2 weeks. His parents don't look very thrilled about it. They say they hope he knows what he is getting into, and then like automatically Ryan starts to look very worried and concerned. And they kind of break at that part. And then they flow right into Brett, who meets up with her girls for a girls' night. And they pretend as they don't know that she's getting married in 2 weeks. Because there's no way that you have a girlfriend group and you haven't already texted the whole group of them.
Yeah, they found me a match. They
found me
a match.
You knew this. Like, come on. We know you knew. Y'all knew. Anyways, Brett does reveal, though, that she hasn't been intimate or even kissed anyone in over 2 years.
We have another one of these. Every season we have to deal with this.
It's a little concerning.
Like, if you over 33 and you don't smash cheeks, like, you're weird. Something's wrong. Am I the only one that feels this way?
You're right, though. I mean,
have you ever met a sane female that was, let's say, 30 even? That was over 30, that was still a virgin, that wasn't off.
Well, she said
she ain't say she was a virgin, but so she said
she hasn't done
she
anything
ain't doing it.
Yeah, she ain't smacked cheeks.
Bro, that's even worse. That's even worse. If you've never done it, so you don't know what you're missing out on, I get that.
Right.
But if you've done it before and then you voluntarily go 3 years, that's weird.
You became celibate.
You have to be either a priest or a nun or a weirdo. That's the only thing.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Brett says that
you wasn't doing it right when you did do it. That could have been what it was.
That's a good point.
I think that's what it was. He didn't do it right.
That's probably why it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Or maybe she just didn't have anybody to do it with.
Look here.
She said she didn't have a guy in her phone to even send a cute picture to.
99% of the women on God's green earth are sexable.
Thank you.
To somebody.
Look, but he's not lying. Look, I tell women all the time, you guys hold the key. No matter what.
Absolutely. The key chain, the padlock,
the lock, everything.
The combo, all of it.
Full control of that.
Combo.
Yeah, exactly.
6 left.
Yep.
20 right.
Thank you.
15.
Thank you. I remember that. So come on now.
All right. Listen, she says she's fearful that she will get her heart broken, so she's nervous about. That's her fear.
Her hymen go get broken.
Rachel meets up with her mom and her best friend to tell them that she's getting married in 2 weeks.
About that.
Throws me off. Rachel said she was in a relationship for 9 months, but then found out the guy was unfaithful to her. So while she's telling her mom and her best friend that she's, gonna get married in 2 weeks, that it's happening, her best friend to me just like starts going off on her, saying that, he has to like you, like he has to look at you, and like, what if he's repulsed by you?
This friend went as far as to say as if he walks up to the altar and you stink, it's like, damn.
Exactly. Again, I just feel like there's enough she smells or whatever. Like, you told me the absolute worst that could happen. Yeah, he hates you. The moment he lays eyes on you, he sees he's repulsed. He still goes through with it, and then you're gonna live with this person.
Whoa.
What? I'm like, what if he's repulsed by the look of your face? What is this music?
It's Seal.
This used to be a hit.
Still is.
That's mean. Y'all are so evil.
I didn't say her face looked like Seal.
You just said it. You just said it because we didn't even make the reference. You just said it.
I didn't say that.
You brought the reference up. You brought the reference up.
I didn't.
Clutch the pearls.
Y'all ain't gonna do me like
you. Let her know how devious that was in the comments.
Her friend said it. Her friend said he's gonna look at you and be repulsed by you, and then he'll still have to say yes just to get through it.
Yo, her friend been hurt.
That's what it is.
The question is,
you're transferring your pain.
This is projecting.
Projecting.
You're projecting, and who hurt you? We want to know.
That dude that was cheating on her for 9 months.
Exactly.
That's what it was. The dude that was cheating on her for 9 months was laid up in her best friend's bed like, yo, this girl is repulsive. she smells. She stink like... I would have fought.
Anybody catch like Rachel's eyes started looking like they were watering up, like as though she
Hell
was
yeah, Free just called her a stank, ugly hoe.
I would have knocked on the table.
Hey, not Ricky. Jesus.
So I would have been tearing everything up in that scene. They would have been like, hold on, this is not Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Ain't nowhere.
I would have tore everything up in there. Like, I'm not doing this with y'all. But she was mean to her. And her mom just sat there and let her take it. Like, mama.
Means an understatement.
You gonna talk about me in front of my mama?
In front of my mama?
Like, seriously. So anyways, her friend says that she is too accommodating and tends to bottle up all her feelings inside. So she needs to be making sure if something is not going her way, she speaks up on it. I'm like, we need to speak up on what you just said to me.
You're knocking over all the props and you gonna tear everything.
I'm mad for Rachel.
I've got to see that.
I'm mad for her.
You just called her seal.
I did. I'm moving on.
We gotta talk about Jose.
Let's talk about Jose. So that's what we're moving on to.
Talking about Jose got his stuff together. Bought 2 houses, paid for a truck, paid off his student loans.
Yeah.
Come on, you might need to take your ass down to Houston.
Jose, you looking for some money?
Yeah.
You said that you need a wife who's neat and clean.
Pretty up.
You
Pretty
see that?
yourself up.
Okay, let me get it together. Hold on. Anyways, Jose meets up with his family to tell them that he's getting married.
Sally Mae.
Gotta
get paid.
He is debt free. That is very attractive. Like I could, even though I could kind of look over his head a little bit, he looks little. Looks a little.
All right, you could be financially attractive if my wife thinks you look little. That makes the blow a little less hurtful. He's so cute. He's little.
So little.
All right, cool.
Just a little something.
That little dude run away.
So anyways, Jose said he's looking for the ideally perfect wife.
Doesn't exist.
And
No.
tell us how you really feel. He says he keeps a nice and tidy home and he likes to keep things a certain way, but he's looking for somebody who can partake in that.
He just need Alexa hooked up to all his appliances, his washer, dryer, microwave, oven. He just need to not cook. That's the ideal
wife. You made a
wife.
good point earlier. Offline,
it was on accident.
You said that I don't know if Jose realizes what Married at First Sight has to offer him. He's looking for somebody ideally perfect.
Yeah, no, we don't have ideal. Maybe you haven't seen our show before. We don't offer ideally perfect. We offer very thirsty. We're kind of like a 7-Eleven in the summertime. We got all kinds of big gulps. Different shapes, sizes, and colors. We got them all. Religion, it don't matter. They all thirsty as hell.
That, we're moving on to the next.
If you looking to come get drink, come over here.
Married at First Sight.
Unless you with Brett.
Next scene, Johnny is seen calling his dad. I guess he decided that, you know what, I'm just going to tell him. Let me get through it. He tells his dad that he's getting married in 2 weeks, and his dad was so 38 hot, he couldn't even be filmed. He said he did not approve of his decision to do this and declined to be filmed.
Sad, disappointed, a little angry.
Johnny was crying like, you know, when you 8
like
years
baby.
old and you're like, you get that beat and that hits your core and it gets you.
When did it become cool for these dudes to cry on TV for no reason? Like,
you know, people have to show their emotions though.
Because your dad don't want you to marry a chick you don't even know?
Exactly. I mean, seriously.
Hey, dumbass. Oh, I'm sorry. Dummy.
Listen.
Quit crying, bro.
He was emotional about it. He wanted his approval.
Yo, this dude was in the fetal position on the couch.
He said he
don't want
to come to the wedding.
With his thumb all in his mouth.
Why you won't support me? I just want his support for my best interest.
My
like, yo,
to have
good. If that's what he go cry about, he couldn't have been raised in my house. You call my daddy and tell him about to marry somebody.
We know how Poppy is. Let's say that. He's been on the show before.
I would love to see your mother.
Oh,
my
hell, oh.
If you came home, Aaron, and told your mom, I'm marrying a total stranger.
Hey, listen, disowned.
And we will put it out there. Aaron is not married at all.
He's
so
single. He's single and ready to mingle, ladies. Hit him up in the comments. Aaron. So good they gave him an A twice.
He would be a good contestant for Married at First Sight now.
Oh, hell no.
Bro, I would make fun of you so bad.
I will review you.
I would make fun of myself. What the hell are you talking about?
Bring you back on the show.
Thirsty. Big gulp. There go Big Gulp Aaron.
Not Big Gulp Aaron. I'm done. Goodness. He didn't take that very well. He was on the couch in the fetal position.
Yes, I was. I'm not lying. Get up here and lie.
The scene shows the soon-to-be grooms and the soon-to-be brides meeting up for a lunch date as a group. The men talk about what they want in their wives. Gil says that he does not want an Instagram model. He wants someone who has less than 1,000 followers on Instagram because that will keep the girl humble. I didn't know that was, a prerequisite when getting married.
These dudes got problems. I'm telling you, all this is insecurity.
Johnny says that he wants a clingy girl, and they rated her like out of 1 to 5. You know how clingy. He was like, I want 5, like almost psycho. Like I'll even take that.
You know what that means? That means this dude, he ain't had a girlfriend before.
Nah,
I don't think he understands what kind of negativity that can bring into your life.
How do you Like,
why do you want that for yourself? Like, you don't want to be at peace?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
all day. Every time you leave the house, you're going to be calling your phone.
I'm telling you.
You can't leave the house.
These dudes. You can't leave it. Where you going? Where you been?
Why I can't go?
Oh.
Let me smell your underwear. Oh, sorry. Too much? Oh, okay. Too much. Okay. So, anyways, the women talk about... Go down there
and get a whiff of something you don't want.
Have you bathed today? Sorry.
What's the other girl name? Who Fred says she stink?
Oh my goodness.
Rachel.
You been hanging around Rachel?
So anyways, the women talk about their insecurities and their fears for possibly being broken by their husband. They talk about what their deal breakers are.
Brett really worried about getting broken by her husband.
Exactly.
They said deal breakers are like being aggressive, controlling. I believe Bao said she doesn't deal well with a guy being obnoxious and like a class clown. That's a deal breaker for her. They even spoke about the kiss at the
Shut
altar.
up and give me your answers. Move your arm. Let me copy your answers. I don't like a class clown. Man, shut up. Give me answers.
Show me the Excel
spreadsheet. Let me see your answers.
Show me spreadsheet.
Yeah, let me see your Excel sheet. Pull up your shirt. Let me see your Excels.
Second. They spoke about kissing at the
playing.
altar.
Just give me your answers, though. For real. I need to pass this class. I got to play football.
He was that kid in school. Can y'all tell?
I was that kid in college. What are you talking about?
He's still that kid. What the hell are you talking about?
He is in life, period.
We go to the doctor. The questionnaire is, have you ever had one? Come on.
You can't look at my chart.
You don't got asthma, me either.
My chest is hurting from laughing so hard.
Are you allergic to?
Get out of here with this.
You ain't allergic to penicillin?
He's definitely the kid that will copy your name on his paper.
Oh yeah, that was my elementary school when you used
story time.
You know, we used to turn your homework into the basket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I go up there with a blank homework. Put one down.
He's awful.
Oh, I forgot to put my name on it. Go right back to the desk.
Scrub somebody's name out.
Put my name on. Turn it right back in there.
There you go.
There you go.
You are awful.
And I got caught because my handwriting was horrendous.
And they knew it.
You don't get to pick whose homework you pick. Like whatever's on the top, you grab. I picked the smartest girl in the class. Probably this Bao.
That's why you don't do wrong. You know, you never win.
You know how many homeworks I got done before I got caught? That's what they always say, because you get caught once. I got away with it 5 times.
Kids to watch this in the
I don't want my kids to watch this show at all.
in the very far future. They're only 4 and 6. It'd be like, oh, so that's the trick Daddy did to get through school. I'm gonna do the same thing.
If they don't figure that out, we got a problem, right?
Anyways, let's get back on track.
If you ain't gonna be book smart, you better be street smart.
Something.
We digress. Can we get into this?
I ain't digress none.
So anyways, they talk about the kiss at the altar. Most of them said that no, they're not kissing at the altar.
Then no, I don't want to marry you.
Brett said she's going all in for the kiss. As long as he don't look like a troll, she's going in for that
It's been
kiss.
2 years.
Remember how to kiss?
I ain't even trying to get out this wedding dress.
Exactly.
Come get this.
Oh God. Okay, let's.
Blinds match the drapes.
I'm moving on to the next scene. The next scene is a super, super high level overview. Y'all know how high. Spaceship level overview. The next few
Snoop
scenes.
Dogg high.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking.
The next scene showed the singles out shopping for wedding attire. And that was pretty much those few scenes. So let's flow right into the next few scenes of this episode. Y'all know what it looks like when someone picks a dress and a suit, right?
It don't even look good.
Let's move on. Next scene, the grooms and the brides-to-be show up for their bachelor and bachelorette parties. They look like they're at like a country bar. The guys are having fun. Most of the girls are having fun. Mirla, though, is closed off. She says that she's not into the bachelorette, party vibe. She just wants to get married and be done with it.
Good, there ain't nobody else at the bar with you harassing. Just drink and shit.
During the
So many
guys'
problems
bachelor party, Jose, the one with the good credit score, all of that, and he wants the perfect wife, he reveals that he has already written down 256 questions to ask his wife once they get married.
Oh, hell no.
256 questions.
Bro,
As
soon as you talk to these people, you understand why they're on a
Why
game
they're
show
single.
to get
Exactly.
married.
Why is
all
it
day.
Patrick? This is not The Price is Right. It's
It might
the
as well
game
be.
show.
The bride is
Game
right. Come
show.
on down.
What is it? It ain't reality TV.
This is their reality.
No.
Okay.
256 questions. That's pretty deep to try to
Bro,
don't
you
ask me
gonna
none
have
of
to
this.
shove 255 of them.
Send it over to Bao for me. She got the Excel spreadsheet on file with the answer keys.
Exactly.
I don't want.
Do you want them categorized as personal?
Pivot them. Next scene. Johnny is seen talking to his
Dang.
friend about his wedding day and all that, or prior to his wedding day, and he reveals again that he prefers the stage 5 clingy girl and wonders when he should tell his wife about that he needs that from her. That's what he requires for her to be clingy. I've never heard such a request in marriage.
Bro, you better
But
do
that's
it
where he's
once
at.
she says yes. Because you come to her with that before that.
She running. She's a runner. She's a track star. She's running with
You got that no.
I can sing a little. I can hold a tune every so often.
Yo, this dude is wild. Though.
Yeah. So I just think that's very strange. And then
He gonna mess around and get an answer he don't want. Like, yo, I need you to be clingy. I need you to be walking behind me all the time. Blah, blah. She's like, well, I need you to do better.
Spreadsheets.
Yeah. Your spreadsheets is not summing up.
Then Bao is seen talking to her friend about some of the insecurity she had because of her upbringing. She was brought up in a dilapidated trailer. To your face this way. And she's just worried
Who is
about
this?
Bao. She was I fell right into that. So she's worried about how her spouse will take that when she describes how she was raised, because she was very poor growing up.
It shouldn't
Now-
matter. That was before us.
No. What are you gonna say?
Truth be told, I didn't watch the video, but how did they get on
Oh,
a dilapidated trailer?
Well, when they show in the beginning of their scenes who they are and what they do.
That's how they made her drive by and show a picture.
She went to it.
This is the trailer I grew up in. It's dilapidated.
It was pretty bad when
They
she
showed it?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is why you
God.
should watch the show.
Oh, I gotta watch the show, man.
It was pretty
That's
bad.
foul. The producers, y'all foul for that. You had to,
Very
she
foul.
could. Whatever happened to just underprivileged? Like You know, I grew up in the projects. Come on, sir, can you show us which apartment it was? Do you know the names of the roaches that were there?
No, it was pretty bad.
Wow.
So she's nervous about sharing.
It wasn't too damn dilapidated if she grew up in it and it's still standing.
I was thinking the same thing though. Cause I was like, hold on.
Who deemed this dilapidated?
How the hell was it still standing when they
Yeah,
went by?
dilapidated means it's like, you know them
like ready to
buildings.
just drop.
You know them buildings is supposed to sit straight like this, but they be on that lean.
Yeah, like it's on
That's
the break.
It was bad.
dilapidated.
I'm sure the inspectors ruled that home unlivable. From what I saw.
Unlivable ain't
She
dilapidated.
had to live there for a little bit.
Yeah, how's it unlivable? I grew up.
I look like
We
I
raised 6 kids in that trailer, and you gonna come here and tell me can't live in it? Well, how they all living? It's 8 of us here. All 8 of us in the trailer. You tell us it's unlivable. Then how are we living?
Thank you.
We're gonna raise 6 kids. I'm moving on to the final few scenes of this episode.
Lady can raise a whole family in a shoe, but I can't raise them in a trailer.
What nursery rhyme was that?
Trailer at that.
The woman in the shoe?
With all them kids?
It's a nursery rhyme.
She did it.
She lived it.
Yeah.
Moving. Final few scenes of this episode. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. Let's wrap it up. The final few scenes of this episode. It's wedding day. The first couple to get married is Bao and Johnny. They are in their hotel suites getting dressed and prepared to get married. They send each other gifts. Johnny was super happy and appreciative of the gifts that Bao sent him. But Bao,
What did she send?
She sent him just like a little box with a little quirky card that say like, you know, I hope you're doing well during this difficult time. Like just trying to be
some
funny.
kind of just thoughtful.
And
Tell
some
me,
socks.
You sent me some socks and some crafts, some arts and crafts, and I'm supposed to be happy, and then you get
He was
mad.
super appreciative. So then she gets her gifts that he sent her, and she was so like disgruntled and just upset and just disappointed. He sent her 2 jerseys and a picture frame that said I married a stranger, and she was like, what kind of husband would send his unknown wife a jersey? Like, I asked for a nerd, someone with a brilliant mind, Nobel Prize mind.
Talking about. I think you came into the wrong studio. You do realize that everybody up here is here because they can't find nobody on their own. Like, this isn't. You weren't marry a millionaire and you're the millionaire, so we got a match to you. No, like.
You get what you get.
Yeah, you're.
It's like McDonald's.
You're a beggar and a chooser.
I'm not a beggar and a chooser.
That's what she is. Like, you
Beggars
don't.
can't be choosers.
You don't get to dictate who. Like, you.
Yeah, she was very. I did not like.
He's
her
single.
attitude.
That's all you get. Like,
You get
And
what
that's-
you get. Like
Yeah.
you like it, you
Be-
got nothing.
yeah, be glad we're not making you the side chick for a married dude. Like, this is Houston
turn into
and it's
a whole other
2021. Things is different out here. Play
This
that
gonna
shit.
turn into a whole other show. So I just didn't like her energy off of that. I thought it was very ungrateful type of energy to be like, he sent me this. He didn't have to send you anything. Honestly.
I didn't send Kamara a thing. I was already paying for the wedding. Why I gotta
It's like,
send
listen,
you a
you got your
gift?
steak and your chicken.
Yeah, you
on
got.
wedding.
You got listen, I ended up finding out I had to buy an engagement ring and a wedding band.
And a
That's
band.
2.
He was like, hold on.
Then I gotta pay for a wedding, and like you want to go on a honeymoon, and now I gotta get you a gift.
It's like you getting.
What is the gift for? You already said yes.
The
Thank
gift
you.
is
You
the
here.
wedding. So no,
Crazy.
I was appreciative any which way. I would have never. His mom would have dragged me out by my my clip-ins at that point if I would have said, "How dare him get me just a this?" His
Oh,
mom,
yeah.
Patricia, would have lost her entire. She would have blacked out.
Yeah, I would have been like,
She would
I
have
can
blacked
fault the
out.
woman.
"That's what you get for being unappreciative."
Like that. But we digress. We digress.
Philip would have had the harp player play a harp song to you. That'd have been
As they
Kamara's.
drive me off the
That would
golf
have been Kamara's ass whooping soundtrack.
Oh my goodness.
Bing, 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 bing. Whole time Kamara catches.
Catching L's. I would have never done that. That was just not nice. So anyways, As she sits there, just marinating on the fact that she got these jerseys and she works with the most brilliant minds at the cancer center, and she would never think that they would do anything.
And you've been working
like
with them for how long and you couldn't snag one? What that tell you about you? She might be brilliant to somebody. She's just not my cup of tea.
There's somebody for everybody. So
Apparently wasn't their cup of tea either.
Not the Nobel Prize winners.
that's what she wanted. A Nobel Prize mind is what she was after. Anyways,
Yo, you better go try to get employee of the month at
Employee
the
of
Rite
day.
Aid. Yo, you try to get you a pharmacist employee of the month at CVS. Yo, CVS store 341 employee of the month.
with the
Pharmacist,
with
that's
the little
me.
frame that they hang on the
Brilliant
wall.
mind.
There you go.
You want a brilliant mind? I'll give you a brilliant mind. We'll go rent a brilliant mind. You can watch that.
That was a movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyways, I think
It was
thought it
a
was called
great
Beautiful
movie.
Mind.
Beautiful Mind. Yeah, you're right.
Beautiful mind.
Same
See,
thing.
she ain't even had that.
Anyways,
Yeah, she
stuff together. Producers kind of shake her up like, hey, we gotta go. We gotta get downstairs. Stop talking about this.
Nobel Prize.
Bao makes her way downstairs with a load of disappointment and a bouquet of flowers that look like
Audrey 3. Y'all know.
Feed me,
Little
There you
Shop
go.
of Horrors. You remember Little
me.
Shop of Horrors?
Yes.
Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop.
I like the dentist.
Rick Moranis. Was
It's
that
not
his name?
Rick
Moranis
Moranis.
was the lead. That was
Come on,
Seymour. Or
Oh, that was the voice of Seymour? Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Calm
It's too-
down.
Hey,
The
hey.
dentist.
Okay.
the dentist was Steve Martin.
That's right. That's
dentist was
right.
Steve
That's
Martin.
right.
You know another good movie he was in where his nose was long? He was the fire chief.
Yes.
He was
What's the name of that
girl-
movie?
Oh, and the bird was
Drop
standing
it in
on
the
his
comment
nose.
section if y'all know what movie
You're not
he's
gonna
talking
speed
about.
us up. We're
with,
vibing right now.
with
We're
Steve
chilling.
Martin.
Steve
If
Martin.
you know the name of that show that these two are talking about, because I don't, or the movie, I don't know, but I
He
do
plays in
remember
like
Little
a
Shop
folk
of
song
Horrors.
band too.
Little Shop,
Yeah.
Like he plays the
Little Shop of
banjo.
Horrors.
It's good.
You know, Gina was in there.
Gina.
Gina
who?
and
Pam. Why we?
Martin.
That's not even their real names. That's just not
Okay,
okay.
Keisha,
That's not
Christina
okay.
Arnold and what's her name?
Big head.
Yeah.
BDB. All right, let's move on. So she's down there with Little Shop of Horrors, and she's walking down the aisle,
Full of disappointment.
full of disappointment. And soon as she lays her eyes on Johnny, she was like, "Oh my God!"
That's Johnny Dang. I'm about to be iced out. Let me see your grin. Yeah.
No, they know each other. Again, didn't that happen last season? No, it was Bennett and Amelia that knew each other. Season before that. But yeah, they know each other.
All these people in the world, you gotta find the two that know each other.
The two that know each other. So they get married. They go through with it. They get married. They come back to the reception, take pictures with their family and friends, have their little moment, and they reveal that they were class presidents during college and met each other at like a conference for like whatever team they were over. They never dated or anything like that. They just kind of had like a pass.
Barely talked.
Yeah, but I guess, Johnny is super happy about this. He's like, I just feel like it's part of my destiny. Bao also reveals that she didn't swipe left on him, but she did hit the maybes for him in like her dating app as somebody that she would be interested to maybe link up with in her dating app, but she never sent him a message.
Thank God I ain't never
So
been
it's
on no
like,
date now.
I never owned this, so that's why I can't speak to it clearly, but this is what she said. So it was destiny for them. They were meant to be together.
What destiny?
Cause the producers picked
Destiny's
y'all.
Child. Destiny.
Yeah, you know, Destiny. Quit bringing Destiny and.
He said that it was their destiny. They were meant to be
It's
with
not.
each other. I don't know if
It's
they're meant
not.
to stay with each other. They were meant to be with each other.
No.
They meant to be. They were
Y'all
meant to
two-
meet again. That's
Y'all,
about it.
yeah, y'all's background checked out, and we just picked y'all two.
You passed
and
security.
You made it through the airport. That was
I'm just
it.
kidding. That was really the end of episode 1. That was it. We did it. We made it. 3 hours of my life.
And how long we been filming?
3 hours of my life. No, I'm just kidding. It hasn't been that long, but it's just like, this is a very long episode. But you guys, let me know your thoughts of this episode. Drop your comments in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. What do you think of the 5 couples, the 10 singles right now, actually, on this episode or this season of Married at First Sight Houston, do you think that these people are going to make it?
No.
At the end for decision day? I know you'll be back home in Florida by the time that, this will all be rolling out.
I got thoughts on that, but
I know. What do you think so far? Just at a first glance of all the 5 couples, you think they're going to make it?
Train wreck.
I agree. I concur.
Yeah.
Well, we got Aaron's thoughts. We already know this one over here. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about this episode. We would love to hear from you. Also, please be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button to support our channel. We're so thankful that you guys are watching. And we will see you guys in the next episode.
Deuces, men quit crying on TV for no reason.
No, they're allowed to show the emotion. Thank you for watching.
Stop crying on TV.
Bye, everybody.
I mean, if it's for real, if you for real, like if it's a tragedy, then cry, bro.
What happened when I say
my dad doesn't want to come and be on a TV show?
Thank you for watching. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Man up.